Hey guys, welcome back to a video of Marvel Contest of Champions, and today, I would say today is a pretty significant day in the history of the game, because today we officially have the drop rates of the crystals in the game, and this is a pretty important thing to come out, because over the last, what has it been, 3 years or whatever it's been, no one knows officially what the rates are, but and people have made kind of rough estimates or kind of done a bit of research in that and tried to come up with some sort of average drop rate for characters and that, and in the end, of course, those weren't official, those were just rough and that, but it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to be. That's what we're going to do today, is we're just going to kind of take a quick look over the drop rates. Now, there are a couple that I did look at just to double check that the update worked, and I did get, or they are on here and that, so I just wanted to make sure of that, but most of them I haven't seen. There's a couple things that I just want to see just to see what it says, but I'm really intrigued just because, everyone has their assumptions as to what the drop rates are, but of course no one's really known. So what we're gonna do, because we're gonna start off, because sometimes these are probably the more important crystals, at least to me, are the featured hero crystals. Now, this one is the muscle memory crystal, the Taskmaster crystal. However, this one does have increased drop rates. So drop rates are going to be maybe a little bit lower, at least for a couple of the spots in here. This is one that I did look at when I was checking for the drop rates and that, but as you'll see on the left side, and actually I just noticed here's my cursor. I forgot to move my cursor. Away that goes, and that's off the screen now. Bringing your attention now back over to the left side of the screen. You can see here they have it's blatantly labeled drop rates. So if you click on that, then this little screen pops up, which you can see there shows the exact percentages of characters. Now, of course, you can see one thing I do like for these featured ones it does show the drop rates of the featured hero. So in this case, it's Taskmaster. They do show the drop rates for that. Now, these are increased. I believe they're double what the average or what the regular featured are. Because this one, again, I'll just pop back here. You can see it does say increased chance to acquire a 3 or 4 star Taskmaster. So this is increased. Like I said, so these rates are not going to be your usual ones. My guess is, again, they're probably going to be roughly about half. So my guess is 3 star, you got about a 2.5% chance, and a 4 star, you have over just a 1% chance, which that seems very accurate. But if you look down here at the all prizes one, it shows us on average for the 2, 3, and 4 star champions, and I don't know if I entirely agree with this. Yes, those might be the officials, but to be honest, I have trouble believing it, considering how many of these featured crystals I've opened and how many 2 stars I've gotten. Yeah, I mean, the 3 star, I'll admit, the 3 star does seem maybe it's about accurate in that, but that 4 star hero, the 4% chance, I really don't think that's the odds. I think out of the featured hero crystals as long as the game's been out and as long as I've been playing, I'm trying to rack my memory in it right now. I think I may have only gotten, I think maybe like 2 or 3 at most. I know I got one for sure. That was on my second account. I got the 4 star Kingpin out of one of the crystals. I forget which one, but I got a 4 star Kingpin. I can't remember who else I got, because I've been playing such a long time, I've forgotten, but I want to say I've gotten at least one other one, so maybe like 2 or 3 I think is the most the 4 stars I've gotten. I'm pretty sure it's 2, I believe, and that's just the 4% chance out of considering how many I've opened. Like, I don't open like 10 or 100 at a time, it's maybe just 1 or 2 here, but considering over 3 years, 1 or 2 here and there is a lot, so that doesn't quite seem accurate to me, to be honest. I think like most people were expecting to be about a 1 to 2% chance, especially looking at the 3 star and the 4 stars here. In this crystal, it says you have a greater chance of getting a 3 star Taskmaster than you do a 4 star hero, which, yeah, that would be accurate, but at the same time, it's not by much. So the chances, it's like in the end, I would almost consider this being the 3 star Taskmaster and a 4 star being equal. That, I don't know. To be honest, I'm not really sure where they came up with these numbers. I'd like to go to someone and say, hey, Basically, how did you get these numbers? But before we go to the premiums, I want to save those for a second. I want to see, I don't know if it says it on here, so it doesn't seem to say it on these ones. Oh, it shows drop rates for the arena crystals. For whoa. Okay, sorry. That is funny. I will be straight honest. 4-star Punisher, 0.02%. That is funny. Oh my gosh. Wow. Like, that is legitimately funny. That is ridiculous. Like, oh man, I wish I could see. Oh man, I wish I was uncollected, because then I could see the uncollected arena crystals. I wish I could see the odds of the 5-star. Oh man, it must be even tinier than that. It must be like a 0.01% chance. Like, that's what it has to be. But looking at these other ones, gold, yeah, of course, gold is going to be way up there. Units is actually higher than I thought. Energy refills is lower than I thought. And then, of course, the 3 and 4 stars are, in the end, I mean, they're both ridiculously low, which I expected them to be ridiculously low, but those are maybe a little bit lower than I thought they were going to be. Because just looking at the 3-star hero and the energy refills, I want to say on average I've gotten more energy refills out of these crystals than I have 3-star Punishers. I'm going to be honest here. And of course, you know, the 4-star hero, not too many people get the 4-star Punisher, so it's not super surprising that's really low, but 0.02% is absolutely ridiculous. Does it have it on Alliance Crystal? Yes, it does. Drop rates on here, let's see. 4-star Unstoppable Colossus, 0.05%. So we have a greater chance at getting an Unstoppable Colossus than we do a 4-star Punisher. That, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I've opened way more loyalty crystals than I have, or alliance crystals than I have the arena crystals, and I don't know, I would expect them to be probably roughly around the same. But looking down here, ISO 8, it is ISO 8. What am I saying the other one for? ISO 8, that is 25%. It shows the other boosts there. The boosts, I wish, to be honest, I would rather the ISO than the boosts, to be honest. I think I get the boosts more than anything. I would much prefer the ISO, or even just the 2-star hero, to be honest. I would much rather those over the boosts. But that one a little, considering the arena crystals, that one is a little bit surprising. But as you saw, nothing on the daily crystals, it appears. Free crystals, nothing on there as well. Gold crystals, my guess is just if it says anything 100% gold, or does it show the specific values? That I don't know. Let's see. Gold 100%, yeah, so it doesn't say the specific amounts. We're gonna hold off on the premiums. I want to check those last. Actually, let's go to the special crystals here. Does it show these? Yeah, we're just going to pop through all these here. The lesser solo crystals. 3-star awakening gem, 2-star awakening gem, 3-star signature stone. Yeah, I mean, those feel pretty accurate. I wish the awakening gems were a bit higher. Like the 2-star awakening gems, those, I mean, the 3-star awakening gems, for me, I really do wish those were higher. I wish I could awaken more of my characters in that. But the 2-star awakening gems, I'll admit, I don't know, they seem to be rarer than that. I think it seems harder to get a 2-star awakening gem than what they're saying there. But the greater solo crystals, what do we got here? So we got tier 1 alpha catalyst, barely 0.5%. 3-star awakening gem. Okay, 3-star awakening gem. Like, really? Like, is it that much? Like, I've gotten 4-star signature stones more times than I've gotten a 3-star awakening gem out of here. Like, the awakening gems I would love to get for my 3 stars, just because, like, in the end, I want to collect them, but I also want to awaken them, and there's a couple guys that I have ranked up, but I don't have them awakened, and it would be awesome to get those guys awakened. So I'd love to land some awakening gems out of these crystals, but a little bit surprising. The arena boosts, again, those are just, that's almost kind of disappointing, the arena boosts, or just the boosts in general. I don't use them very often, to be honest. If I'm going into a battle that I know that's gonna be tough, like maybe like a boss battle or something like that, then maybe I'll pop on 1 or 2. But I don't use them very often, so for me they're kind of useless. I would, again, rather awakening gems or even just the signature stones would be a bit nicer to get. The featured 5-star hero crystal. Let's see the odds of these. It would have been nice to see the odds of the regular the regular featured 5-star hero crystals, but this one, all it says is 500 or 100% chance at a 5-star hero. Part of me would have liked to have seen if they had broken it up into the featured and the non-featured heroes, you know, like the top whatever it is. I'm gonna guess. I think it's like the top 6. I want to say something like that. I think if I remember, it's the top or the 6 most recent. Yeah, looking at the portrait, they're 6 most recent. So it'd be nice to see how they maybe put some odds into that. Then I'm going down 6 stars. I'm assuming just it's gonna say, you know, if it says 100% here, it's safe to assume. Yeah, it's safe to assume just 100%, 100% 5 star, 100% 4 star, 100% 3 star. The premium shard crystals. These are the last 2 we're going to do. We're going to look at these, and then that'll be it for this video. But I want to see, in a way, if there's any difference. Because, to be honest, I feel like the shard crystals have maybe slightly worse odds than the regular ones. But let's see. No. Really? Really? A 4-star hero you have a 2% chance at. I call bull on that. That is no. No. Whenever you look at what people say about these crystals, people say it's about a 1% or less chance of a 4-star. That seems accurate, to be honest. Like, again, going back for the 3 years I've been playing this and 3 years that this game has been out, I think I've gotten maybe like 5 4-stars out of these premiums. Like, I'm trying to remember, so I can go through here, because I got Magic, who was my first 4-star, got her out of a premium. I got Captain Marvel out of a premium, got Black Panther out of a premium. Trying to go through here. I'm trying to remember. I know there was at least a couple others. I can't remember exactly who, but I know there's been a couple, at least one more, maybe 2 more 4-stars that I've gotten out of these, but 2% seems really high to me, to be honest, considering how many of these things I've opened over time. 2% seems a little high. 84% for the 2 stars, that honestly seems low. I was expecting it to be in like the 90s. 3 stars, probably realistically expecting it more to be around like 8 to 10%. That was gonna be my guess on the 3 stars, something like that. 2 star, maybe like a 1% on the 4 stars, 8 to 10% on 3 stars, and the rest of percent would be 2 stars. Because to be honest, these crystals have more or less just become 2-star crystals, especially for free-to-play accounts. Like, I know over the last few months, as Seaton, referencing back to him, as he's been playing with a free-to-play account and a pay-to-win account, he's noticed like there's a great difference in the drops that you get on a pay-to-win account. The odds are much better than on a free-to-play account. So it'd be interesting to see. It's like, in the end, this is what Kabam says. But it's like, deep down, we all know that's not really what it is. The odds are a little bit different than what they're probably letting us on to be, and there probably is a slight variation in between the 2 different types of accounts, and they probably won't show it on here. Officially, they will not show it, but I think deep down everybody knows that there is that slight difference. But popping over here to the fully formed premiums, so I'll check on the drop rates here. Okay, it shows us the same percentage, but again, I still feel like realistically, I feel like it's probably these have a slightly better chance. Like, I think most of the 4 stars that I've gotten out of premium hero crystals have been from the fully formed. If you've been watching me long enough, correct me if I'm wrong, but I just, again, deep down, I feel like the fully formed have a slightly better chance than the shard crystals. But again, of course, Kabam is not going to officially show that. They might get, they can get in trouble or whatever kind of legal trouble they can get into for having that kind of difference. They're not going to flat out say it. But I remember hearing, like, when I first heard that the drop rates were coming out, it was something like some rules had been changed and they were being, they had to, by law, show what the drop rates were. And there goes my cursor again. Get out of there. All right. I got to stop knocking my mouse here. But yeah, so it seems it's, I don't know. I think Kabam had these laws not been put in place, or these regulations not been put in place, I think Kabam would have never shown us what the drop rates are. But in the end, I'm happy that they did. It is kind of nice to see official what they say at least are the drop rates. But yeah, that is gonna be about it for this video. Like I said, that's all I wanted to talk about today, was taking a look at the drop rates for the first time. Again, it's very interesting to see what they are. Some I don't agree on, of course, as you've heard, but I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear everybody's opinions about these drop rates. Of course, I think this is going to be a pretty big topic, at least for the next maybe week or so. I mean, eventually everything will cool down and everybody will accept it, just be like, okay, that's what it is, but I think it's going to be a bit of talk going on, at least for the next little bit. But once again, you can let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear what everyone else has to think. But also, if you like this kind of stuff, we got lots of it coming out all the time, so feel free to subscribe to the channel. And there'll be links to social medias in the description below. And I think that is about it. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Just talking about drop rates here being officially released in Marvel Contest of Champions. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.